Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn algebra. Today is our day number 44, lesson number 44. We are learning right now how to add and subtract algebraic expressions. How to add and subtract algebraic expressions. How to add and subtract like terms. Today is our day number 44, as I said already, twice I believe. So here's the problem. Subtract p to the fifth minus 2p to the fourth plus 3p squared minus 2p plus 7 from 2p to the fifth minus 4. That's it. Now how do we tackle this animal? On the top they give you this long expression there, and the bottom is just 2 times p to the fifth minus 4. Well, first thing first, we're subtracting the top expression from the bottom one, so the expression that we are subtracting from has to go on the top. So this is going to go on the top. 2p to the fifth minus 4. Just like here, as I always show you the example, if you're told subtract 3 from 5, if you're told to subtract 3 from 5, then the number that we're subtracting from, namely 5, has to go on the top. And the number that is being subtracted goes on the bottom. Same exact thing applies here. The expression that is being subtracted has to go on the bottom. So on the bottom we're going to have this expression, p raised to 5 minus 2p to the fourth plus 3p squared minus 2p plus 7. And the expression that we are subtracting from, namely 2p to the fifth minus 4, goes on the bottom. That's the first part. The second part we have to understand is that all the like terms have to line up. That's why it's called adding and subtracting like terms. P to the fifth here, 2p to the fifth lines up with p to the fifth. There are no p to the fourth in the top expression. There are no p to the fourth in this expression. There is no p squared. There is no p cubed at all. Neither of them actually have a p cubed. But that is spooky. I don't know why I find that spooky, even though I wrote the problem myself. It must have happened inadvertently, but leave it like that. So there is no p cubed, but this negative 4 has to line up with this positive 7. The numbers have to line up. Negative 4 is going to go here. And the rest of the stuff does not exist in the top expression. So this top expression there, I'm referring to this as a top expression because it goes on the top. You see, subtract 3 from 5. 5 goes on the top and 3 goes on the bottom. The number that they're subtracting from goes on the top. The number that is being subtracted goes on the bottom, as I keep repeating like a parrot. So this is the top expression here. Let's do the subtraction. This has a positive sign in front of it. This has a positive sign in front of it. Now the very first thing we have to do when we're subtracting one expression from the other is to make sure that we change the sign of all the coefficient of the bottom expression. This positive is going to become negative. This negative is going to become positive. This positive is going to become negative. This negative is going to become positive. This positive is going to become negative. And once we have done that, now we are ready to add up the coefficient. Positive 2 and a negative 1, this is negative 1 right here. Positive 2 and a negative 1 is positive 1. Positive 1, p to the fourth, p to the fifth. And the convention is that if it's positive, you don't have to show the positive sign in the front, and if it's 1, you don't have to write it, it's just p to the fifth. Then we get 2 p to the fourth, positive 2p to the fourth, negative 3p squared, a positive 2p, and negative 4 and negative 7 is going to give us negative 11. There you go, that's our answer. This is our answer. That's it. Let me verify it, make sure that I got the right thing for my notes here. P to the fifth plus 2 times p to the fourth minus p squared plus 2p minus 11. There you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to redo this problem in a more conventional way. Well, actually they're both conventional, but one I'm going to do it in a different way. In the event that this is not the way that you're accustomed to, or in the event that you come across a different way in your algebra book, or your algebra teacher does it in a different way, so we're going to do it the other way also. And for that I need the room. Instead of doing it at the bottom, I'm going to do it on the top. So the expression that we are subtracting from goes first. In this case, 2p to the fifth minus 4 goes first. And from this expression, we are subtracting this expression, p to the fifth minus 2p to the fourth plus 3p squared minus 2p and then plus 7. I do not know why I write so far up there, because I never leave the room to do what I have to do now. So this just comes down the way it is. Nothing happens to this. 2p to the fifth minus 4 just comes down. This has a positive sign in front of it, just like here it has a positive sign, p to the fifth. The story begins from here. The story begins from here. We have a negative sign outside, we have a positive here. A negative and a positive is going to give us negative p to the fifth. A negative and a negative is going to give us positive 2p to the fourth. A negative outside and a positive and a positive is going to give us negative 3p squared. A negative and a negative is going to give us positive 2p. And finally, I hope you can follow this thing. A negative and a positive is going to give us negative 7. Notice what happened. Notice what happened. This positive p to the fifth became negative. Right here. This positive p to the fifth became negative. This negative 2p to the fourth, this negative 2p to the fourth became positive right here. This positive 3p squared became negative right here. Negative 2p became positive 2p. Negative 2p turned into positive 2p. We had to flip the sign. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that was a bloody awful thing to do. That part all stays red. And for those of you who do not know what this is called, what just happened, if you do not know what it's called, it is called being anal. Don't tell anybody. The negative 7, positive 7 became negative 7 right here. Positive 7 became negative 7. So this negative became positive right here. And the positive became negative right here. Positive became negative. You see? Now everything is done. All we have to do is just add them up. Let's make the room here. Right here, 2p to the fifth and a negative p to the fifth. A positive 2 and a negative 1 is going to give us positive 1p to the fifth. 2p to the fourth. 2p to the fourth. I'm putting them in the proper order. Then the 3p squared. Then the 2p. And then a negative 4 right here. A negative 4 and a negative 7 is going to give us our negative 11. See, we get the same answer. We get the exact same answer. In both methods, we get the same answer. Of course, one bloody well hopes so, obviously. I will see you tomorrow on day number 45. In the meantime, if you need to get hold of me, you can send me an email or you can give me a call over the with a phone number that you're going to find on any of these website addresses. There is a toll-free number. I do not know why I never put it anywhere, but it's there. You will find it on the thing. 1-800-808-PREP. PREP. Prep. If you need to get hold of me, you can go to any of these website addresses and you will find the link for the email, or you will find the phone number. Or you can go to keshwaniprep.com and send me an email from there, or call me on the toll-free number. Right? I'll see you tomorrow on day number 45.